I don't really have any answers, just more questions. Why do you keep pretending that the people who commit the crimes against women don't know exactly what it is they're doing? Why do we keep pretending that? I don't know. Well, yes, I do. Okay, thanks.
Of course, because I mean, we all came out here, froze our fingers off, holding signs and chanting, and to show support for this. Thane brought up an interesting statistic before we were talking that I think it was 2009 to 2013, like there were 2 reported instances of sexual assault on the campus. And I thought, like, 2 is obviously too many, but I want to look more into these statistics. So in looking up other Canadian statistics, I found that it's between 6 and 8%, so we'll say 7% of assaults actually get reported, and the rest of them go unreported. So expanding from that, we're looking at 28 assaults on the PEI campus from 2009 to 2015. That's 28 too many assaults. That's not 2 too many assaults. So what I think the problem here is that we definitely do have a lot of resources on campus for people who feel like they can report these things and get help, but we don't have a community that makes them feel like they can do that. So the importance of this kind of event is to show that there is, we've got people here, 15 people, who are willing to listen to them and help them get the resources that they need and actually believe their story. So that's all that I wanted to say for the kind of closing remarks. Thank everyone for your speeches, and thanks for showing up and doing the right thing. Give yourselves a hand.
What did you think of the turnout of the event, and how do you think it went?
I think the turnout was great. I mean, we kind of organized it, just a few weeks ago. We didn't give a whole lot of time. It's the busiest time of the year. But I am really happy with how the event turnout was and how we marched. And the speeches at the end were particularly good, so I'm pretty happy with it.
That's good. What groups were involved in putting this event on?
We got our candles from, I believe, the Rainbow Alliance. We had tried to get a couple of other on-campus groups to come, but they couldn't send representatives. They were too busy.
There's more reported cases?
Thane knows more about which specific other campus groups were involved, actually, and also the Revolutionary Student Movement was involved as well.
Okay. What unique message could a group like the RSM bring to an event such as this?
Well, I think an important thing to consider is kind of, like one of our speakers said earlier, that there are power structures that kind of uphold these things and stop reports from going through and stop punishment from happening and kind of uphold a rape culture. And so even though sexual assault can happen to just about anybody, the people who are most commonly affected by it are going to be working class women, especially if they have an impairment or a disability, or if they're part of a racialized group or that sort of thing, they're part of a minority. So being able to analyze the political ramifications of assault is definitely important in trying to solve why it happens.
What groups were involved in putting on this event?
Well, we got Nova here with the RSM. Yeah, he was a great organizer for it. He did the posters up and put a lot of the posters up. So a big thank you goes out to him. And then definitely I have to give some credit to the Rainbow Alliance there. Elise and the Rainbow Alliance.
Hi, what?
Yo, you guys helped out with the candles and whatnot, and
We didn't help very much. You guys did.
oh no, but you guys did the candles, and we were trying to get you to do Macmillan Hall. I like Nova, and I posted it on 2 society pages, and then instantly I had people being like, "This is a great idea. How can I help out?" So definitely a lot of support. It wasn't a one-man effort. I couldn't do it without Nova here and everybody else that helped me with it. So it was great, and then, especially the local media. We got Guardian, CBC, and of course you guys. It was wonderful. So when I first was planning it, I didn't expect to get this much attention. So I was pretty happy with it.
Would you like to see more of these events happen in the future, and what kind of increased support would you hope to see for such initiatives?
You know what? Definitely. I think I would like to see this event maybe happen every semester, but we don't have to have an event. We can have something that, slowly builds towards it, so we can have a society that meets every week and talks about it, or how to make the resources more out there. And we got the stuff going on with the student union and their poster campaign and their programs that they're offering. So it's definitely something that we need to keep on doing. And I've been telling people this is only the beginning. This doesn't end here. This is not over right now. This is just getting started. The ball is just keep on getting rolling. So we'll definitely be doing it next year, maybe next semester, see how things go. But we need to keep the ball rolling and let future students know that UPEI is a safe place, and there's a community there that would support them and listen to them, not blame them, and just help them out any way they can.
How would you respond to any people questioning the fact that a event against violence against women was put on by two males?
Well, definitely it's not violence against women make up the majority of sexual assaults and rape, but there's also men that can be affected by it. So we're here for them. But the thing is, it's that this is not a woman's issue. This is not anybody's issue. This is a human issue. This issue, it affects every single person that either has been a victim or been a bystander. It affects everybody. So to say this is a woman's issue is a load of baloney. This is a human's issue, and that's why we're here today, because we're doing it because it's the right thing to do, and it's to show support to anybody, not even females, but males in general. That there's support's out there, and we're going to come together as a community and get support for it.
Yeah, and I think like a big issue with it too is like, even though sexual assault is definitely an issue that statistically affects women more often, and that the structures, kind of the political structures that are in place, allow it to happen to women more often, it's not the kind of thing that we can morally leave to women to solve for themselves. It's a community issue, and as people who are part of a community with women in it, we need to take extra steps. Because whenever I was talking to some people, they were actually nervous about whether it's dangerous to do a Take Back the Night. And just from that response alone, I realized that as a person who isn't afraid to make that extra bit of effort, I have to do it for the people who are too afraid to do the effort. I think that's the really important part, is that it's not a partisan issue, really. Everyone with a conscience should be able to agree that we need to stop this and work together.
Yeah, especially on a campus of only, 4,500 is it? Yeah, like there's only like 4,500 people here. So if you had a bunch of women organizing it, and one of them, or if the group or a couple of them was sexually assaulted, then the perpetrator is going to find out, right? So even that way, the women may not feel safe doing it, like there could be some potential backlashes. Well, here, me and Nova is pretty thick-skinned, and we're really not afraid to speak our minds about issues. So that's why we're doing it, and it's a community issue, like Nova said. So that's why we're here tonight.